point across and looking to get him across the wicket. Entice maybe an outside edge or a loose shot to gully on the side of the surface. A little bit of shape, but marginal.
Looking at the replay, Glenn mentioned about the seat position. It was not upright, just a wobbly seat. It's not too much swing at the moment.
More runs on the onside. There has been some great bowlers, but this team does well. It makes it somewhat unpredictable. But certainly when you're looking for swing early with the new ball, you know you've got a small window of opportunity where the ball's going to swing. You do need to try and make the most of it. So Wagner's got to be careful here that he doesn't job for a bowl. But if he's not swinging the ball, it's got to be tight. And at the moment, they're going both sides of the wickets, and it's not setting a great standard.
Signs that this is an easy place track. No real pace in it. It does seem a little abrasive, so as the game progresses there will be some turn. But when you see that surface, there'll also be some reverse swing for the fast bowlers. But a big toss to win, that's for sure. For no loss. So now we're So 12 for no loss after 2 overs. So Rahul on strike. That's the ideal delivery you want. A new ball bowler to bowl. Terrific line, good length as well. The batsman was in 2 minds.
This is important over for New Zealand just to get back on track. You'd almost say the first 2 overs are a bit nervy. They haven't really fired a shot, but Bolt as a senior bowler really has to, I think, set the standard. He's got to lift a little bit here. It's a great start to the over. It's very important, if they don't feel there's much in the wicket, that they settle into the right areas and start creating pressure. It's a long game. It's not going to happen in the first hour. There's just not enough there. The long game's going to be important, even 3 overs in. I think that's the key in the subcontinent. Discipline, being patient. Williamson can feel that Bolt hits a line and length, then he can have some fun. You saw on Wagner's first over, straight away there was a deep square, there was balls down the fine leg. It just takes away options. The batsmen are nervous. It's a nervy time, test matches. It's a chess game. You're trying to grab the ascendancy as quick as you can, and the longer a team can deny the opposition, the more chance they've got of making mistakes.
That's why the first boundary, the full toss, eased the nerves for KL Rahul and for his partner Vijay. Been a couple of boundaries so far in the line. Just get the feeling he's going to start at least 6 inches outside the line of off stump. The stock delivery coming in, the batsman will be forced into playing it, and if it straightens, it's a natural angle that will take the outside edge to slip.
Yeah, right, this is better from Bolt. Looking at both edges of the bat, I think he's very keen to try and see if he can hit the pads early on. That must have been a plan with the field that they set. Very quickly he has to adjust. He's making that adjustment. He probably needs to be there 2-3 overs to see if he can then create some pressure through the lack of scoring and just being in that right area. Some balls not swinging as the shine comes off the ball and moving across more towards the slips.
And the team combinations, India going with 2 spinners, New Zealand have gone in with 3 spinners. Your thoughts on that?
It's interesting, isn't it? You would get low odds on that if you were going to say New Zealand play more spinners than India, but I think Santner is an all-rounder, so that allows them the opportunity to play the other 2 options. They've identified it as dry and the horses for courses. They've got some options there. Look, if they can create some opportunity with runs on the board, it could be an absolute great move.
So maiden, it's still 12 for no loss.
It's a much bit over.
So 12 for no loss. Wagner into his second over. Taken. The New Zealanders go up. Richard Kettleborough not interested now. Has that hit the arm guard? Only Vijay just looking down the track. Yes, that's what he says. New Zealanders thinking it hit the wrist or the glove.
Good delivery this. Well-directed short delivery. Vijay was clearly surprised. Hitting him high on the elbow.
Well, that's typical Wagner. That's the area of the pitch he's been successful when he's gone there very quickly. Almost successful. Clearly off the arm guard. Good decision for Kettleborough.
The 2 umpires in today's game. Richard Kettleborough from England, standing in his 38th Test match. He's already made an impression around the world. And Rod Tucker from Australia. He's the senior umpire in this game, 47th game for him. The TV umpire, Anil Chaudhary from India. And the match referee, David Boone. See straight away the length different, the feel different. There's a man now in the deep as well at square leg, so it gives Wagner the license.
Yeah, it's a big change. It's like he tried something different for 3 or 4 balls and now back to what he's done best. And Williamson's obliged by having the deep square. And this is where he's had success. And I just said, well, it doesn't matter whether it's with the new ball or the old ball. This is the area where he has troubled batsmen in the last 12 months with a lot of success. So why not?
Another short delivery. Some aggression from New Zealand. Up in pace as well with that delivery.
135.2 the last delivery, but I think this ploy might work against KL Rahul, who likes to play the push shot. But against Vijay, he's quite happy to leave it alone. Gets out of the way. He likes to leave alone deliveries alone in the early part of the innings, Vijay. Good decent pace right through the over.
This is better. This is great. This is natural Neil Wagner. He's got a length that is troubled, and I will be interested to see a good player of the short ball, how they go, because what he seems to have is a trajectory that just hurries on around chest level. He has the knack of not being too high, so he doesn't give away his bounces early in the over, but he's always around at sort of the chest height, the glove height, and you force then at 137, 138 to make some quick decisions. He's looking for the gloves to get up high, or he's looking for a mistake with a miscue.
So 2 maidens back to back, still 12 for no loss.
That to me is really good intent. It's obviously flat. There's enough there with the new ball for Wagner to go back to his natural tactic. And New Zealand have adjusted very quickly. It was a nervy start. The first 2 overs in particular, they searched. I think what you'll find now, they'll settle into some rhythm and hopefully have a little bit of scoreboard pressure.
And with his natural length, the line seemed a lot better with Wagner the last over. Zangling away from the right-hander, tried to ball a full length. He was spraying onto the pads.
So 12 for no loss. Well, this is India's 500th Test match, and the great man in the house. Get the crowd going. Felicitation function last evening. Dinner for both the teams. Quite a few former captains from India present at that dinner. Got Anjum Chopra there, the women's captain, next to Tendulkar. This was last evening. The team hotel in Kanpur. Must have been great for the boys to catch up with someone like Tendulkar again. Rajiv Shukla, the president, the secretary of the UP Cricket Association. Saurabh Ganguly, Dilip Vengsarkar, Sunny Gavaskar, Dave Richardson from the ICC. It was quite a pleasant evening. As the juices flowed, the food was good. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni arriving this morning. And having a chat with Krishnamachari Srikanth. I don't think Dhoni will get a chance to put in a word there edgewise.
First test, June 25, 1932, was England Lords. First captain was C.K. Naidu. First test victory. India's test journey this February 10, 1952 was England at Chennai. Then Madras. Test players 285 so far. Test captains 32. Good cricket all round. Good delivery, good lead as well. Vijay. So 500 games, India won 129, lost 157. At home 249, so it'll be 250th game the next one. Test matches at home.